Well now, hello there and welcome back. They've just finished updating the servers on the PC side. We're going to take a quick look and see what we've got in here. It looks like we've got a new bundle. Caps of Plenty weekend is running from the 24th through the 28th. Switchback Power Armor bundle is still available, and the Scaled Oxalotl is still here through the end of this month. So you've got this week, and I want to say part of next week to get that under your thing if you haven't already. So, yeah. So, I am having issues with my sinuses at the moment where, like, my eyes are watering and my head is stuffy and I'm a little bit dizzy. So, this should be kind of fun. I spent a while making thumbnails and playing some Dune earlier to make sure that I was functional enough to do this, but we'll see what's going on. Let's check the Atomic Shop, see what we've got going on here. We've got the Tiki Bundle Build Kit, which is a new build kit. It's 1,800 caps, atoms, you know what I mean. So the prefix is, of course, the thing that you get as a bonus item. You get the porch, the bed, the couch, the ceiling fan, the shaken emote, and it looks like we've got a new set of wood foundations. Believe it or not, I kind of like the canopy bed. I think that's kind of cool. I'm surprised they haven't done a Japanese themed set for this yet. Camp kit, based on the fact that so many people like to try and build with it. This is the new shaken emote down here. It's kind of funny. They show you the thing, but they don't actually show you the thing, so to speak. And of course, you can buy Grandma Junko if you don't have her already. There's of course other things that are going to be in here that I do not have on this profile for you to see. So by all means, check it out yourself. Most of them will be under the Atomic Shop sale icon here because I own a lot of things already in this area. You'll also find a lot of the stuff that is in the greatest hits area that I might not have visible because, again, I own quite a bit on this profile. But the Mega Raider bundle is still here under the Atomic Sale, the Red Rocket Dumpster bundle, and the High Tech Armaments bundle, which is basically a collection of skins. The Miner's Delight, which has all of the stuff that is for the Garahan Mining Company, the outfit, the mask, the backpack, the Candy Claws paint for the Mole Miner, Gauntlet, and the Garahan Miner extracting stuff. I mean, the Battle Scarred bundle, I think it's funny that they gave us a free version of this as a power armor skin for the Fallout First at one point, and then they came out with this version, which is a little bit different with the red and the blood, and it's just a little different. But you've got the ornate framed American flag, the monitor array secret door, the DEF CON sign, the bullet mirror, which is that one mirror back there in the back, because they do such a good job of showing you all of this stuff to make sure that you understand what you're getting. But that's it back there in the very back. The skin for the Pip-Boy, and also the skin for the plasma, Gap Plas. Survivalist paint, yeah, it goes pretty much on all of the armor except for the Secret Service. the Santa backpack, the Grafton Monster mascot outfit if you don't already have it, the First Responders paint shop for the shotgun, the Schoolhouse kit, which is actually a nice one, the Summer Shelter kit, which is the one that gives you this lovely bus as the entrance to it. It's an actual large area. The problem is, like, unlike other shelters, this one has an issue where you might not have enough budget to build what you want to in it. So, and I don't know if they ever really fixed that. We get the free scrap kit, the backyard chair, which is an Adirondack chair, the Have a Great Day mural, which is basically like a sign you'd put out in front of your shop. Of course, Fallout First stuff is all the same, and as always, there's plenty of stuff in the bundles in here that I didn't cover for you. And there's always stuff in the Fallout First section that's for sale, that's extra. And by all means, take a quick peek through all of this stuff and make sure that you're getting everything you want. The seasons wise, we have all this stuff is still going on. I think I got enough to buy some stuff. Let's just double check up here. I can pick up the houseboat. Yeah. And that knocks it down to 85, so that puts me down to, I could buy the bobber or I can wait, and I'm just gonna wait and see what else comes out. Let's double check the challenges for the weeklies. Go ahead and log in, do that real quick and get that over with so you guys know what you're getting into. Not gonna go through any of them today. NukaKnights announced an event which should be coming up as a short event. Odds are it's not going to be this week unless they start it on Thursday, because I don't think it's launched. At least I didn't see any notations on it when I looked at the update. So if it doesn't launch this week, it'll probably launch next week, or possibly on Thursday of this week.
Haven't heard from you in a while. That Brahmin still got 2 heads?
But let's take a quick peek here and see what we got. Let's see, challenges. We've got the collect 10 burnt books for Fallout First. We've got the ever-present daily of complete 6 days of stuff. Collect 5 wood, complete a daily quest, cripple 2 ghoul legs, kill enemies in the forest region ×5, and use photo mode to take a photo. So photo mode is right here. This is the version they're asking you for. You can go down here and you can adjust your camera speed, your depth of field, roll. You can take your character out of it. You can put your character in it. You can change saturation, light. You can change the textures. You can change frames. You can do all that kind of stuff from this particular point. I'm just going to do this for this camp, and there, that one's done, as you can see. Then we go back into here. We go under challenges. We'll look at the weeklies, and as you can see, we've got the repeatable, which is here all the time for complete anything. Public events ×3. Scrap junk to produce plastic ×30. Kill 10 glowing creatures. Eat 25 pre-war food. Cripple 18 ghoul legs. Craft any 6 chems. Craft any 20 throwables. Complete any 3 events. Which, if you do this, this should complete as well. It doesn't always, because this game is buggy as shit when it comes to certain things. Collect any flavor Nuka-Cola ×20. Purified water ×25. And, of course, complete dailies ×3. So, yeah. And as you can see, there are no other challenges that are unlocked. There's no special event challenge or anything like that. Whenever the new event comes in, it should have its own category right in here that will let you do that. So just keep that in mind. But, yeah, it's, that was a little bit too close for comfort. I'm just gonna grab these real quick because I can. Double check around here, make sure everything's good. Make sure there's no more little friends floating around trying to eat my shit. Yeah. Go in here. I've
Hello?
got some more purified water. Way too much purified water. But that's pretty much what this place is. This is my water farm base, to be honest. So it's supposed to have pretty much all the water farm stuff that I could need. So the easy way to do the plastic is to go over here and do a bulk. Go down, find plastic on here. You'll need, I want to say, 3 of them to complete it. Double check and make sure that that's all that we need. Burnt books, glowing creatures, craft chems, throwables, eat food, purified water, plastics. Yeah. So you go over here, you just spam those and they're
Hi there.
done. Now if you have the Nuka-Cola Collectron, you can set it up to collect Nuka-Cola for you. It will collect Nuka-Cola as you just saw. Whenever you collect it, that'll start filling up the Nuka-Cola collecting thing. If you live in the forest region, it's real easy to go ahead and get the wood that you need. The Toxic Valley is even easier because you can see all the downed trees. Daily quests are all over the place, so feel free to do what you need to do. Thrown weapons, again, it's, you know, relatively simple.
Swamp tofu? Ooh,
I
that
don't
needs a
think I've
new
got a
name and a
weapons
marketing
bench
campaign.
out here at the moment. And I don't think I put down my... Oh, nope, there it is. So we'll just go in the vault room real quick and I'll show you what you need to know about that. It'll take a minute for the vault to show up because that's the way it always does. It always loads in a little slower than everything else. This vault in particular is pretty jam-packed full of stuff, as you can see. It is the small free vault that you get, which I have loaded it up with as much stuff as humanly possible to try and give you guys something cool to look at. So under your weapons crafting, thrown weapons are here. I recommend just going for this. Generate, you only need 20 of them, so not that big a deal. It's also one of the few things that you can sell in-game to vendors that you can manufacture yourself besides chems. You need to craft 6 chems. You can do that with any of the drugs. You can do that with any of the healing stuff. Blood packs are easy. Stem packs are what I usually do for most of mine, to be honest. Unless I want to make things like Fury or Psycho Buff, I do a lot of Psycho Buff. Yeah, I'm a bit of an addict when it comes to that stuff. But yeah, healing stuff is usually the best way to go. You can always cut stuff with purified water, and that'll give you 2 of the items in one go. So just keep that in mind. You should be fine. You guys should be able to do this without me having to help you at all at this point. So, and everybody knows where to get the books at. Just go where this guy is right here on the map. There's that house that's full of burnt books. He's going to take all of them probably on this map. But let's go take a look and see if he does, just for shits and grins. Because he only needs 10, and there's like, I don't know, somewhere around 50 or 60 books in this house. So, of course he's going to take all of them, because that's what you do. You take them all. Well, let's just go ahead and do this while I'm thinking about it. Just dump anything that we have in here, which is nothing. Then we'll just go over here. We'll go to this weapon here because it's almost busted, needs to be repaired anyway. I think it would have been cooler if they would have given us weapons where the degradation as the... Ooh, he didn't take all of them. What the hell? He must not be feeling well. But like I said, there's like 60 or a couple hundred books in here, so by all means, hit this location, get what you need. The other location you might want to hit is up here, just down the street from Big Al's Tattoo on the same street. There's a barber shop. On the back end of the barber shop is a store that sells books. And, yeah, it's usually a good place to get some extra books. So, we'll just go ahead and get this out of the way. And yep, let's see now. I'm going to go under here and get rid of a bunch of crap that I've been carrying around for a while. Because that's the way the world really works. Look at this stuff. Can you imagine having that many sugar bombs on you at any given time? I mean, these are the ones without the rads. These are the ones with rads. It's just crazy. Could you imagine carrying that many boxes of cereal on you at any given point? Talk about nuts. But let's go with a vegetarian ham first. And these deviled eggs, which really gotta be great by this point. And then we'll go with the Salisbury steak. I've got 2 varieties of it. Go with the one with the rads. And should I go with the pork and beans? I'm gonna go with the pork and beans, so that all the viewers that are in England know that I appreciate a good set of beans. I don't. I hate beans. Beans are terrible. They're horrible things. I mean, just horrible. Stuff they do to your bowels. Ugh. It's... Nah, I'm just kidding. They're beans. I mean, what do you want? Of course they're horrible. They're beans. Seriously, they're beans. I mean, it's beans. But yeah, you can pick up your purified water at all your various locations on the map. Easiest place for ghouls is back over here at the White Springs. Or another good place for ghouls are... let me think here. Where's a good place for ghouls at now? Oh. Inside of the Charleston Capitol building. Inside of it is just chock full of the boogers. Keep that in mind. Yeah, they're slowly eliminating places where ghouls spawn on the map. And even super mutants, to a certain degree, have been kind of taken out of the map a little bit more. Which is kind of funny. compared to what it was when I first started playing it. I have to put that little caveat in there, because, I mean, there's a lot of stuff here that, you know. But the easiest place to get ghouls is the Alpine River Cabins. There's always ghouls at this location. I don't know if this house will ever spawn back into the game, by the way. Because you see the truck there and the little landmass that's floating. They took that out of the game. They actually fixed it, which kind of threw me for a loop because I was expecting it never to be fixed, because it never was up until then. Oh, wood. Imagine that. In the forest region, came to kill some stuff. Came down in here, looking around. And I found log. Log, 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 log. Oh. And of course, this is the Alpine River Cabin, so this is the fake haunted house stuff, which is kind of cool. But it is a good place typically to find wood and apparently some ghouls. See? Look at that. Ghouls! I told you it was gonna die. But yeah, Alpine River Cabins is one of my favorite locations just because of the general screams and level of stupidity that really have to exist here for it to be here. I mean, really? I kind of wish in-game that we had the automatic doors like that you could just set them up to automatically close when you're... Ooh, look, bait. When you're running around and doing things, your door would just, oh look, it's time to close. But nah, it doesn't work that way. Let's see now, what is left here for the dailies, because I'm just going to do the daily quest, and that'll be it. And then I'll let you guys do what you want to do. Glowing creatures, I would recommend going and finding yourself some mole miners. There should be plenty of them up here at Blackwater Mine. I think everybody in there pretty much glows. There's a few others around the map, but you know, the glowing mole miners are pretty standard. Daily quest. Let's go with my favorite because it's my favorite. I mean, you can always do the fishing quest, but the pumpkin house is always going to be my favorite quest overall. Just because it is, well, the pumpkin house. I love the idea of having that robot. I really wish that I could build that house. But the build kits that we have in game really do not work well when building this house. I mean, we don't even have the porch kit that this one is yet. So keep that in mind when you're building. I mean, the reason why I say we don't have the porch kit is because we don't have any porch kit that I'm aware of that gives you those wrought iron posts that support the roof of the porch. Could be wrong, but I don't think I am. That should be 5. So he only needs 10 of these. I've got green thumb on, so that should
So
give
many
him plenty of
pumpkins
what
to
he needs.
carve. You there?
Hello, my
Yes.
friend. Here we go. Let's go
Kindly
back to
fetch
health
me some
again.
pumpkins to carve.
Not a problem.
You
go.
there? As
Here's your
usual,
pumpkins.
many thanks for your service.
Thank you much. You can also get some cotton candy bites and a couple other things in here. These all count as candy, by the way, or cakes.
So many pumpkins to carve. So little
In here,
time.
typically, there is, if nobody's been here yet, which there have been, but you can get the pumpkin pie recipe. You can get one of the fancy plastic plates. Check out his fridge. There should be in it. But typically there's a pumpkin pie here as well, which if it's missing, then somebody's probably already been here. Not a big deal. But
So many pumpkins to carve.
anyway,
So little time.
go down here because somebody left their box here readily available. I can dump all this stuff in here. Dump that as well. Let's see. I usually carry Nuka-Cola grape to get rid of rads. And I'll drink an old possum. That'll get my weight under control enough to get to where I'm going with Sunnytop Station. So my head's still ringing a little bit, and I'm still a little bit dizzy, and I've still got a little bit of a headache. The meds that I'm taking is working on it quite well. Observant Radstag, if you follow him, he'll lead you to a hoard of stuff that somebody buried or put in a tree stump, usually.
Please don't stab other customers while they shop.
So this can be sold, this can be sold, and these can be sold. Granted, they're not worth much, but every little bit helps when you're playing this, to be honest.
You look in.
Make sure you go
at
through
me.
periodically and clean
How
out your
about
inventory.
you stop?
You'll
Looking
find weapons
and
and armor
start
in there that
buying.
you might not remember picking up, or might have been awarded to you as part of some quest that you completed. So make sure you do that on the regular. Anyway, it's been fun as always. You guys have a good time. If the new event does drop this week, I'll put out another video on it. If the new event doesn't drop this week, look for it next week. Okay? It'll be a mini event. It'll last for 2 weeks at max. And it'll have its own tickets. So if you're running behind on the scoreboard, it'll help you get through that. If there's nothing on it that you actually want. But most people will find at least 1 to 3 things that they want on that thing. And last time, whenever that happened, they made you buy each thing consecutively in order to get to the things that you wanted. So you had to buy stuff that you might not want to get the stuff that you do. Keep that in mind. And as always, enjoy the game for what it is. Have a good time with it as best you can. I'm going to go to Nuka World on tour right now, and I'm going to go buy the Nuka-Cola that I need to finish out the 20 Nuka-Cola thing.
Sundown.
Just to get
See
this
the
over
stars
with.
clear now.
If you come over here to this location, there's 3 of them that are hanging out right here, usually. There's a few more that are scattered throughout the park at different vendors and different locations. But this place right here, you can actually just buy the Nuka-Cola that you want. So I usually just come here and pick up 5 regular, a dark, a wild, so I use the grape, I'll buy the orange, I'll buy 3 cherry, and I'll go ahead and buy the quantum, and that should pretty much cover it. That way everything's taken care of, and I don't have to think about it too much. People used to dump stuff in this Foot Locker for other people to find when they did events here, or when they were in the area and they just needed to offload stuff. So you'd find a bunch of stuff in there, check your various locations whenever you go from world to world, because you never know what's going to be in whatever. I'm gonna fix that gun while I remember to do it. Let's see. But yeah, find something you enjoy about the game. Do it as much as you want to. Remember, if you're wearing a jetpack, that it doesn't always spawn in with you whenever you go there, whenever you land in a world. So yeah. And as far as like most of this stuff, you should be able to get most of it, except maybe this one here is probably the only one you won't be able to get done. The complete gold star events, you won't be able to do that in a day. You just can't. Everything else you can do in a day, pretty much, if you really want to. Complete an event, you can go to Grafton, walk into Grafton, and there's always one of two events sitting there waiting to go off in Grafton. If you really need to know, you can go down here and turn these on, and it will let you see whatever events are currently running on the world that you are in. So keep that in mind too. But and if you're looking for parts for your Enclave weapons, do these dropped connection events from the Enclave, or the other Enclave events that are available where they award you items, because it's the only way you're going to get them. I mean, just keep that in mind, and have a good time playing. Talk to you later.